power. Nothing.
What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything adventure radio, even in the dark. It is shenanigans time.
No power shenanigans time.
Help me. I'm in Terry's basement trapped. Oh. All right, before we get started, I heard new music. That must mean welcome back, Patrick, to Patreon. And thanks to each and every one of our Patreons because they're absolutely awesome people. And you guys get a really, really long shout out in a video that's coming up. And I'm going to tell you about that while we're on the stream. And next, we're going to thank these guys here, the YouTube members. They are the people in green in the chat, or some of them are blue if they're moderators. Man, the moderators really ain't had to do no job in a long time. We've been pretty good about keeping the bots out, but that's a good thing. Let's knock on some wood. And then over to the final ever evolving board. Thank you very much, Kivo 8 Golf Quebec. I don't know if your off-stream donation moved you or not because I'm in the dark and couldn't give Dad the numbers, but that would be the only change. So if it did, let me out of your basement.
Toby wants to know if Clarice is with you down there.
Listen, if Clarice was down here, I'd be scared to death. You know that. I did hear Terry upstairs singing "Sweet Nothing" to her though. So.
Oh yeah, okay. Hello everyone in the chat. Happy Sunday, Toby, Terry, Ham Radio over the car. It's good to see you, buddy. Kilo Zero OTC. Gene McPhee from Killeen, Texas, and 3XUS. Good to see you in there. Sandy, always good to see you. And Fox Sierra Zulu Antennas is still in the house.
And actually, speaking of him, he has a Memorial Day sale this weekend, and you can head over to his webpage and get good Memorial Day deals. I typically have his antenna up, but seeing how we're under a tornado warning, it's currently down right now.
So he doesn't have a tornado warranty?
Well, they called me on the phone and said they were trying to extend my my car's tornado warning, and National Weather Service misheard it, and we went under a warning. No tornado here, just no electric.
Can you imagine getting a random call on your cell phone and goes, "Hi, I've been meaning to talk to you about your amateur radio equipment extended warranty." That'd be great. That would be so great.
That actually would. I'd probably take that call. And then they send me to a call center. And he said, "Thank you very much."
And yeah, no problem, Chris. This is shenanigans. I'll say it. No problem, man. We'll plug you anytime.
That's right.
I did say last week, and I don't know if you heard, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it again while I know you're here, and you'll probably kill me because you're not gonna know you don't know what I'm about to say. Guys, if you go over and buy every one of his antennas in one shot, he'll probably give you a pretty good discount. So if you're looking to outfit your whole arsenal, maybe 2 houses, maybe 6 POTA kits, buy them all.
And if you put a TikTok up calling him fart sniffing zebra, he will probably tag you with the video.
That is very true. Sidewalk Sherry, good to see you. Scott, good to see you, buddy. Like the new intro music. Yeah, I had to change it, man. We're starting to change it every time we sign up a new Patreon. I got to find new music. So it's a good problem to have.
And you know what? It actually had my fingers moving during the intro. My old guitar days was coming back to me there. It was pretty good stuff. So
Tata is in the house.
Tata. Well, I tell you what, if Tata or anybody was out doing activations today, I'm going to tell you, the band sucked.
Yeah.
It
was the heat.
You know, well, I can deal with the heat more than I can deal with these band conditions. I mean, basically, if you were to call me, I would hear whiskey 4 November.
It was funny when I called you yesterday, mobile. I said, I heard a mobile station in there. Try it again. I said, Whiskey Delta 4, Delta Alpha November. You said, Alpha November mobile. Try it again. Then I said my call sign again, Whiskey Delta 4, Delta Alpha November. And you said, Whiskey Delta 4, Delta Alpha November? 3 and 3.
Dude, and I know you thought I was messing with you, but it was that horrible.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because 5-6 minutes later, you were probably home, but you worked me on CW and you were like 20 over.
That was funny.
So it's been a mess, man. The last I just want to know when it's going to quit. You know, like we're supposed to be in the good time of radio.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny because Don was talking about the downswing of things. If I'd use an ATOS on the downswing and stuff like that, well, why not? I use it on the upswing, so the upswing is as bad as the downswing anymore. It's been horrible. I don't get it.
Well, I mean, give it 5 or 6 years. You don't have to worry about solar flares and much. So just wait.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. Yeah.
You don't have to worry about solar flares. You just have to worry about just straight out bad banking.
I don't say happy Memorial Day, and I never have. So somber Memorial today. I can talk. Let me try this one more time. Somber Memorial Day to anybody out there today. Hopefully you have a pleasant weekend and enjoy your Monday off.
Hey, Roger, and ham radio over to Coax. Thanks for the super chat. And Dan's going to read me that question because I am streaming on my little tiny phone because it has power. Matter of fact, it has great power.
Hold on.
Don't worry about my phone going dead because it's.
Hold on, I got you. Just finished activating 3 parks in North Dakota this afternoon. 20-meter SSB was okay for me. Better than it has been in a couple weeks.
Shut up, Dan. Maybe I should have went to 20 today because 40 just wasn't having it. And honestly, I was just trying to one band, sideband and CW and get back before these storms because I knew they were coming. But yeah, what I was talking about was this stream is brought to you by my POTA setup. So Absolutely. I'm streaming on a phone currently being powered by a 60 amp hour Bio battery.
There you go.
And my lighting is done by the POTA fan, which I have a video coming out on real soon. So
Sherry said, we have no power. I drove to Kroger's and thought I was in the middle of a monsoon. Freaking rain sideways, blew limbs and parts of trees on the road. Well, I'm glad the sidewalk was clear.
That's right. She would have never made it if the sidewalk wasn't clear.
Absolutely.
Funny.
He tried 40 meters and it was terrible. And it is, man. Like right now, it would be good because the sun's going down and all night it'll be gangbusters. But during the day, it's been rough. Been really rough.
Yeah, I mean, I when I go out on late shifts, I destroy it. But during the day, it's just absolutely horrible.
Yep.
And unfortunately, you can't always count on going out on late shift because you get thunderstorms and hail and tornadoes and all kinds of good stuff. Hopefully,
you're going
hopefully,
out. Go ahead.
hopefully it'll be over soon. So we'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So you're going out tonight, huh?
Well, it would be dark. I couldn't sit in the dark, man.
Chris brings up this is a good point. Bands are so bad that KC1YL is activating with FT8 on 20 meters right now. That'll tell you.
Yeah, you'll have that. And speaking of FT8, I know somebody who can't stand it is going to have to be doing it pretty soon because it's almost time for Whiskey 8 Lima Oscar Golf to do the annual Lewis and Clark Trail event. So
You gonna have any help this year?
from what I hear, I'm actually getting ready to send a message after this stream and make sure I've got two helpers this year. And what's really cool is one of those is a guy who stays up most of the night on the radio. So that'll be really cool because he can handle the late shift, the all-nighter stuff, and then I can handle during the day, and might work out pretty good.
Good free network design software. Random question from Gene. This is Shenanigan, so I mean, I'll do my best to answer. Network design? I've never designed a network, and let me finish my thought. I've never designed a network using software. My day job is network engineering, actually. So I mean, you've kind of asked the right person. I don't know if you knew that, but I've never used software to design a network, to diagram a network, to document a network. We have some tools we use that'll do like auto documentation, stuff like that. But good old Visio for documenting networks. I've used Visio for years, but to design, I've never. Most of my network designs are either Visio or paper and pencil, draw them out, or they're in my head. Yeah, I've never done that. Good question. We answer anything on Shenanigans. Almost anything, Terry. Almost anything.
Yeah. Anything that's not Grandpa Terry rated, we can probably answer.
That's right. Other than the how I say in my South Georgia boast, you dodging them daggum naders. How you been doing up there? Been hot?
It's been hot. It's definitely been hot.
It was 90. The forecast said 93 here, but it was worse than that. I got in my truck a couple times, even after the AC's been running. I've been driving down the road for 20 minutes. The temperature on the dash said the outside temperature was 97, 98. So,
actually, speaking of it being hot, if somebody in the chat can tell me if there's like a really weird noise going on when I talk, because I forgot. I told Dan I was going to turn it off, and I was going. But my POTA fan is still on.
Yeah, I hear it when you're talking, but if it's going to keep you cool when you ain't got no power, it's fine. We don't want to see you.
Let's get rid of that. We just sweat a little bit. I got a few extra pounds I can shed. I might shed enough to where you see me at a show and you're like, oh, that guy's not a ham. He ain't big enough.
Yeah, he doesn't have the ham bod.
You got two qualifications to be a ham. You got to have most of your hair gone, and you got to have that ham bod. So
That's right.
You don't got those boys. Let me tell you, I think I'm going to drop that video on the POTA fan maybe tomorrow because you guys need this thing. When you're activating when it's hot, this is the ticket. I'll tell you what. Terry actually seen me using mine, and he's done ordered his. I dropped a link for him, and I'll do a video and put the link in it probably tomorrow.
We should do a collab video because I got the same one, but I think the one size larger.
You got one size larger. You did.
Yeah. So we can show them both options, and Exo Chris might have. I don't know if you got the medium size. I think they got 3 sizes of that fan. I'm not sure, but Exo Chris might have the smallest. That'd be pretty cool. Get like, show me your smallest or largest.
But I'll tell you, I'd hate to see how cool Dan's work keeps you, because instantly when I turned that off just now, like I'm sweating, like instantly. And as you can see, it's got a pretty good light on it shining on me to keep me lit up. Because if it was turned off here, well, actually, let's do this.
It feels good to have the air moving, but to be honest with you, I use it more to keep them.
Oh, wait a minute. It made it bright.
Gnats and the no-see-ums. That's what I mean. I use it for the constant airflow to keep those away.
All right, so that would be with no lighting whatsoever.
Well, yeah, your camera will just, try to do its best too. But Gene McPhee said he had two EF2 tornadoes hit the city next to me on Wednesday. Yeah, hopefully everything worked out and everybody's okay.
Honestly, I don't think I needed the light. When my camera adjusted, it really ain't that bad. My face might be a little bit.
And
that's okay.
I thought I saw Clarice in the background. Sorry.
You thought what was in the background?
I thought I saw Clarice in the background.
Shh, don't scare me like that. I'll tell you what. I was really cool. I was like, because all my good green screens are on my computer, and I figured I have to make one for my phone, so I made this really cool green screen of a green screen. What do y'all think? Does it look like a real green screen to you?
It looks real. It looks real.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't get a piece of poster board and just draw random stuff on it and hang it behind you. Like hand draw the A-track dude. And that'd have been great.
Oh man. So what's everybody's for the holiday? Cookouts? What are you doing? I guarantee you Eddie made some, because I've done seen him.
Yeah. They're probably cooking out.
He wouldn't deliver it. Kind of frustrating.
No way. I'm going to stay out of the damn heat as much as I can. Get stuff done that I need to get done early in the morning until about 10 o'clock. And then do stuff inside where I got AC. And then if I got to do anything else back outside, it's going to be after like 6, 7 at night. Because it's been brutally hot. South Georgia, North Florida is where I am. It's been just
so
building antennas and grilling ribs.
Hey, that sounds fun. I've been doing a little bit of tinkering on projects as well. And of course, I'm so far behind on stuff. Although I do have a video already edited, ready to drop. I'm just trying to think what day I'm going to drop it, because it's going to be a new series and it's going to have a video a week in that series. And I don't know if I want to drop that on there. Wouldn't you know what? We'll take y'all's thoughts. All right, so Sunday I stream, and Monday I do a TikTok, and Tuesday I do a short. Now I'm not saying it couldn't be the TikTok or short day as well. Wednesday I stream, Thursday I drop my regular video. Friday and Saturday and Sunday is Sunday's a stream day, but Friday and Saturday is typically for just hardcore activating and filming these videos. So when would you guys like to see this video? Because I'm going to film a bunch of them up and have them pre-ready, because they're going to be shorter videos. Maybe I'm going to try to keep them under 5 minutes. But the series is going to be called POTA, from beginner to expert.
Nice.
So every week we'll have a new video with a topic. I did drop my email on the thing for people to send in what stuff they'd like to hear or questions they'd like to ask. So,
who did you get to interview for the expert opinion?
For the what?
I said, who'd you get to interview for the expert opinion?
Oh, I was thinking about for activator. I was thinking about let me think. I had a
A
couple
truck?
of thoughts on the activator. Probably.
Truck.
Yeah,
CQ.
probably. I'm trying to think of somebody who only hunts.
Oh, yeah. November.
Oh.
He'd be
Anyway,
a good interview. I think we should
you know,
snag him
I
for a
I
stream
tried,
one.
I tried to view him years ago, and he just said that he didn't want to do it. That his setup in his house wouldn't be good enough for a stream, and he didn't want to do it.
I think that'll
So
be great.
no, but I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be
Yeah.
designed to help people out in every aspect of POTA. And even
Education.
though the first video is just an introduction video, I did give you your first tip in the first video. So, and it's ready to drop. Other than the thumbnail, I got to do a thumbnail.
In subsequent videos, do we get more than just a tip? Just
It
asking
just
for a
depends
friend.
on.
Okay.
It just depends on the video.
Gotcha. Oh, Scott, man, I missed your comment. I'm sorry. Scott said he has more of a hand bod now. He needs to lay off the Dr. Pepper. Speaking of Dr. Pepper,
Never,
I don't know.
never.
That's right. Speaking of Dr. Pepper, I don't know if you saw the photo I tagged you in this morning. On I mean, this is probably not real, but it's funny nonetheless. This is in our Discord.
Where'd you tag it?
In
Discord?
general,
No, I haven't.
carbonated sausage gravy Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
That sounds about as advertising as a cheeseburger with peanut butter and onions. Just
yeah,
saying.
I don't know about no gravy biscuit Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. I saw that. The first person I thought it was you, and like, yeah.
Although, if somebody was to send me one, we could do a donation stream where every time somebody donated, I could take a drink of it.
It'll be like our good friend Izzo and those barbecue chips.
Well, Jason used to do pickle beer.
Yeah.
And if you remember, so I figured that would have about the same taste as a pickle beer.
You ever had that pickle beer?
No,
I've never had I've had a pickle beer. I doubt it's the same brand that it's. I don't know any other way to say it other than it's nasty.
well, first off, I don't even eat pickles. I don't like the taste of them whatsoever.
Yeah,
And like if I go to a restaurant and they put a pickle on my burger, you can guarantee they're going to make me a new burger. They're not going to take the pickle off the bread because you've done that burger. You can still taste that pickle in every aspect of that burger.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell them that right off the get-go. I was like, I'm just going to tell you now, you're going to want to remake that whole burger. Don't try to fool me because I'll taste it.
Fox Arizula said he would try the sausage and gravy Dr. Pepper. More power to you. I don't think I would. But.
You know, I did see some gravy and biscuit potato chips today. And I'm like, that might be all right.
Yeah, just make me want real gravy and biscuits, though.
There we go.
Peanut butter whiskey. Now, I've had peanut butter liqueur, but never a peanut butter whiskey. Peanut butter liqueur was actually very good.
You know, they brought peanut butter whiskey to Huntsville. I'm going to say 4 years ago, the year that my ball joint went out and I didn't get to go. and I missed it, but they talked really good things about it.
Mm.
So, although last year at Huntsville, we had some banana pudding moonshine, and that
That's
stuff
very
was.
true. It was on
Listen,
fire.
I'm gonna tell you how good that was. I wanted to go to the store and get some vanilla wafers, and I wanted to crunch them all up and put them in a bowl and just
Oh,
pour that on the top and eat it for breakfast the next morning for cereal.
yes, sir. That would be so good. Todd, how you doing,
I
buddy?
mean that
Kilo Charlie Pampa Sierra Kilo.
it was that good of stuff. So it's funny because Dayton's over and everybody's already talking to me about my Huntsville plans. Guys, I still got a show in between then. So you got to let me focus on one at a time. Yeah, it's not 100% that I get to go to that show, but it's 99 that I'm still going to the show out in Utah, and that's the plan.
Yeah, that'd be a good trip.
It'll be a great photo trip because I'm going to get a ton of new states.
You taking your mountain bike up?
I don't know. Maybe I might do it.
Yeah.
Because I've got the hitch on the car now, so I can do that.
If not, just bongo tie it to the roof.
I can tell you that I'm not going to let PP Man do the mapping for me. So we're sitting in Chilpat last night, a bunch of us, and he starts talking about this guy's on an island in Michigan, and I look up the island. It's got 3 parks on this island, and I'm looking down and I'm like, dude, this thing is huge. I was like, how far is that from you, PP Man? And he's like, I don't know, about 11 and a half hours. And I was
Wow.
like, it's in Michigan. He said, yeah, it's about 11 and a half hours. And I was like, okay, well, maybe Michigan's way bigger than I thought. So Brandon down from Kentucky, he gets to thinking the same thing I'm thinking, and he maps it from his house. He said, PP Man, it's only 10 and a half hours for me. PP Man's like, oh, where you live? He's like, Southern Kentucky? And PP Man, ain't no way. It's about 11 and a half hours for me. So I Google it from West Virginia. I'm like, PP Man, it's 11 and a half hours for me. There ain't no way.
In PP Man's defense, one, he was probably under the influence too. A matter of fact, he just said it in the chat, under the influence. Secondly, he probably routed it through like maybe Wisconsin first. So
the only thing I could think of is if he went to his maps and clicked on like mountain bike or something, or walking.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that next time. So how long does it take you to get to Atlanta from where you are? 2 days. What? Walking. Hey, PP
I
Man.
said to Atlanta. I said to Atlanta, not through Atlanta.
Yeah, that's about it. Right. Hey, PP Man, I did something today. If you haven't seen it yet.
He found it. He found it. He already had one.
It even still had a little bit of dirt on the bottom of it. He said he can get to Huntsville in 3 weeks walking. Well, we'll see you there, dude. I mean, leave early.
He's supposed to come to Huntsville this year. He did say he was coming.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. It's going to be a fun
and
time.
I'll tell you what, Steven's dad had so much fun in Dayton. He is like, can't wait for Huntsville.
I think he'll like Huntsville better than Dayton, to be honest with you. It's laid back. Huntsville's like the chill Hamfest.
It's a lot easier on me because I don't have to work near it. I work so hard. Like, I got back from Dayton, my feet were just swelled. I hurt all over my whole entire body. Like, Dayton kills me Orlando's bad, but it ain't near as bad as Dayton.
That's
But
only bad.
Huntsville,
Yeah. That's the only bad
Huntsville's
thing
chill.
about that's the only bad thing about Huntsville to me is it's all indoors and which is good for air conditioning. I mean, you're not going to get hot. But being on my feet on that concrete, I got to sit down every now and again, or it'll get my back to start hurting.
Well,
Mike said you had cankles.
I did have cankles, man. They were huge. They were huge. And on top of that, I was trying my best to keep Terry from stealing my underwear. I did find his stash in the bottom of his back seat of his car, and I did grab him.
Tata is planning on coming south to Georgia, coming to South Georgia, camping sometime this summer. Yeah, man, hit me up. We will go out and activate because I will be more than happy to say stand by for the second activator. Tata.
Hey, don't you have somebody else coming down pretty soon?
I do. I got to check the calendar and make sure it's been postponed a couple times just because life happens. It's totally understandable. And yeah, hopefully sometime soon.
He was talking about the other night in Chill Pad, so I'm assuming that it's on.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike. I did put a special memorial green screen up today. So
yeah, my green screen is it took a lot of work.
It's literally green.
Yeah, it was rough to make.
I imagine. Did you know you can get chroma key green colored paint? So I was actually looking for this for my new shack. I was going to paint the wall instead of just having something.
Paint
yeah.
Wall.
No, I mean just the one behind me. Not all.
No, do the whole thing. That way you can walk around with your camera and you can just turn around.
But all right, so I was looking for chroma key colored paint, and you can get green paint, which will do itself, but special chroma key paint, which is kind of a fluorescent, non-reflective. It's special paint just for the video industry, I guess. That shit is expensive. So I said, I'll keep my thing.
You could go up onto a really awesome summit and do like a panoramic shot with your camera and go all the way around you. Yes, and then do that in the room, just go all the way around.
All the videos that I've put out, me being at parks and stuff, it's all green screen. I mean, it's just like really lifelike too. And I mean, the last videos I put out from like Huntsville and Orlando and stuff like that, it's all green screen. I was never there. Never.
Great. My AIs went offline, and now he's telling people he don't exist. All right, guys. Truth is, Dan don't really exist at all.
I'm not. I'm a figment of your imagination.
That's right. I created Dan to be a co-host, and now he just went off script and let it out of the bag.
Well, I'm becoming sentient. You have to watch out. Mike says, what mask did I use for the spike? I used the Carbon 6 because, Mike, unlike you, I don't own the new Gigaparts one yet.
Well, you
have it ordered. I have it ordered.
When you say MyCast, are you referring to PP Man?
I am.
Well, maybe if you would have threw a 3-year-old crybaby fit like he did, maybe you would have done one too.
What does my background look like without the Memorial Day background? Sure, it's shenanigans. We can do this. We can do. Oh wait, why is that defaulting to black? I think I might have messed something up. I don't know why it's defaulting to black. Oh, maybe it's because my chroma key. All right, hold on. Oh, yep. I'll get you. We're gonna do some shenanigans here. Turn off my chroma key. All right, there you go.
Exclusive.
Now I kind of look like James.
You're a lot darker though. That's.
Oh yeah. When I turn off my chroma key, it actually turns off some LUTs If anybody's familiar with video stuff, I got a couple of LUTs applied to. So, yeah, there it is. There's two sides to this one. There's a glossy, a reflective side and a matte side. That's the matte side. So now I just got it hanging up behind me. I kind of like this look. I might keep it.
The green screen theme.
Yeah. Green screen team. Say that 5 times fast. I need to iron my screen. He said, I need to iron my screen. I don't iron my clothes, and you want me to iron my screen? I haven't. No, sorry.
See, that shows the care that I put into mine. I make sure and iron mine before every stream. You can see there is no creasing.
Do you steam it? Yeah. That is funny.
That's great. You know, I'm surprised with that because that is a pretty big crease in there. I'm surprised that your green screen don't have like a little off spot in it.
All right, so this is what's funny. All right, so that's just the way it was folded when it was shipped to me in the package, right? And I've been using the same green screen for 60 plus episodes of Shenanigans, and now we're on what, episode 71 right now? 71 or 72, I can't remember. But I've been using it for over a year, and the creases won't come out. I guess I'm gonna have to iron it to get them out.
Actually, I'm actually glad you said that because I need to check and make sure I updated the number in the screen because I don't remember updating the number in the description. Yeah. So it's probably what the description says +1, which will be updated when I get power. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like a curtain. I'd say it's probably 8 feet wide and 10 feet. It's 8 by 10.
So since we're going to talk about green screens, we might as well talk about them. So in Florida, that's kind of what I use. I use a screen like what Dan uses there, and it's about that 8 foot wide and maybe 4.5, 5 foot tall, and it goes on a. Mine goes on a stand. Is yours on a stand?
Not right now. I actually got it hung from hooks on the wall.
Okay, see, mine goes on the stand and it just clips on that. Now here, prior to this one, I had a fold out one. It's in a circle about like this right here, about this size, and you just take it out of that and you flop it out, and it's
like one of those pop up tents.
It's a little wider than my screen, and a couple feet taller than my screen, and it was used for a long time, since the beginning. And then Dan actually gave me this one. This is the best one I've had. You can hear it here. I don't know if my camera's picking it up or not.
Yeah.
But basically, there's a metal box on the floor, and I just reach down in it and pull it straight up, and it stands up on its own.
Mm-hmm. Patrick wants to know: do things you hold up disappear when I use the green screen if they're green? All right, so let me turn it back on. Okay, so
if they're green,
yeah. So it's a chroma key. So anything green is going to have this background. So if I hold up my mouse pad, which has green in it, you can see it just goes right through it. So I can actually look through my mouse pad. I don't know where my eyes are. I guess it covers up. But yeah, you can just look through my whole mouse pad, right? You can get green. I mean, you can chroma key on really whatever color you want. The two most common are green and blue.
Yeah, that's why we can't wear, if we're using green, we can't wear a green shirt on the screen because it'll look like we're just disappeared. Matter of fact, my green hoodie.
Yeah.
Oh you know what? I mess up. People know my videos are real now because I wear that green hoodie out all the time. If I wear
That's
that
right.
green hoodie in here, like I can disappear totally. Matter of fact, if I turn around, wear it backwards, and put the hood over, I'd just blend into my screen, and you guys wouldn't even know I was here. I could just sit here and talk, and you'd think I was
Like
across the room or something.
I got a box of Ryobi bits here, which the inside packaging is kind of a greenish. So
Yeah,
it kind
I
of
see
keys
right
right
through
on there. Yeah, you just see right through them. Sometimes it happens to blue as well, depending on lighting. Like this might show it through a little bit. Yeah, well, yeah.
It shows through all the way, just about.
All depends on how the light hits it, because I can put it,
Yeah,
like that, and it's
yeah,
fine. But if
and
I put the light hit it a certain way, the fun stuff that we talk about on Shenanigans.
I know it's funny that when we started Shenanigans, it was never really about ham radio. It was about hanging out and just chatting with our ham radio fans.
Yeah.
And now it's like people absolutely love it. And the hams that'll come in here and just listen to us. Yeah, we do talk about radio sometimes. I mean, like now, but it's no Hump Day Happy Hour. Hump Day Happy Hour, we tend to keep it radio related. At least we try to. Sometimes it's rough with Dan because Dan's an AI and he goes off.
That's very true. Speaking of XO, he did just comment on his new channel, Georgia Parks and Propagation. Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar Chris started up a new channel. Just dropped the link into the chat. Everybody head over there and subscribe to it. He's going to do a lot of Georgia activations and let you know all about the parks he does in Georgia. So help him grow his new channel over there. Georgia Parks and Propagation. And I don't care what anybody says. That banner he has is pretty daggum cool. I like it. And if you don't like it, subscribe anyway. Just turn notifications on.
People actually act like that subscribing to a channel is like going to the dentist and getting their teeth pulled or something.
Right.
There's about 15% of the people that watch our streams on a regular basis are not subscribers, and they continue to watch them, but they do not subscribe.
I've noticed that, yeah.
And I've got that number down. It used to be higher. It literally takes you 1 second to click subscribe. That's
You
it.
should do it.
You don't have to.
In all your videos, you should have like a little, that in the old days, the commercials, they used to do subliminal messaging where they'd flash something real fast to make you hungry or something like that. So you should flash something on all your videos, and every time it flashes, it just goes, subscribe.
I would, but the word snuck out about me giving people the pot of Kool-Aid and them becoming obsessed with hunting me and stuff. So it makes it a little rough. I got to watch what I'm doing. But it's weird. But I will tell you what, you 15% that are not subscribed, you're just doing yourself a bad favor, because we all know that when I do giveaways on the channel, you have to comment a word or something like that to try to win something. And the thing is, you can't comment if you're not subscribed.
Scott, that's nuts, dude. He said only 3% of 38,000 monthly viewers are subscribers. Of his,
Wow.
only 3% of his 38,000 monthly viewers are subscribers.
That is nuts. That is super nuts. Actually, I'm glad Scott popped in here. Scott, I have a couple of questions for you, so send me a message tonight, please. It's right up your alley, I promise. It's not a question that Dan would ask you.
And that's not Mounds. That's definitely Almond Joy nuts. Because everybody knows Mounds don't have nuts. But Almond Joy does. He said send where? Email? or hop, email, I guess, or hit him in Discord, something like that.
Anything. I don't care. I probably won't be checking it and whatever it is until my power comes back on. So don't expect me to get right back to you. But I got there's some car questions, actually, some car radio questions. So I figure you are definitely demanding that.
Yeah, I was about to say he is the qualified personnel in the building to talk about that. That is true.
Really cool, Dan. The guy that we had did the ham radio van on the stream for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
I actually met him at Dayton. He was at the Troll Club. So
nice. Did he have his van with him?
He did have it, and I went to film it on Sunday, and he was already on.
Oh, that sucks. So, I was going to ask if he did anything, if he's made any upgrades to it or any changes since the stream.
Well, I was really mad because I was like, all right, Sunday I'm filming his van, and there was one of those, I forget exactly what they're called. They're like a pop up, but they're all metal and they're like A-frame. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They had one of them decked out for radio, and I really was interested in that one because I could see me doing something like that. Because I don't want to pop up because I can't stand that material. To me, it's just like a tin. It's like rain. I touch it, it gets wet. I'm against it.
You seen the camper thing that anacetamine amitriptyline zero zucchini has?
I have not seen it yet.
Zero Zulu, yeah.
It did not bring it to Dayton because he stayed in the bed and breakfast. So
I've been following his. He started up another channel for that, and I've been. It doesn't really interest me personally to get one, but it interests me what he's doing with it. You know what I mean?
He's got a teardrop, correct?
No, it's I forget what it's called. Hold on.
See, my goal is a van. My goal is the camper van. But if something happens and I'm not able to get the camper van, I'm thinking a truck with either one of those little A-frames that I was just talking about, or a teardrop. But whatever it is I'm pulling is going to be really small.
I'm trying to remember the name of his other channel.
Mike says hitchhiker. He's probably talking about that.
Yeah, me looking at the list of my subscriptions is not going to help me right now.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Because we're not like everybody else. We realize that it's not painful at all to hit that subscribe button, so we do it.
He's somewhat Square Drop Adventures. All right, so yeah, it's Kyle's new channel, Square Drop Adventures. Drop that in the chat. It's a hiker own. It's a hiker trailer.
Okay.
Not a hitchhiker trailer. Close though. But he goes through here. His latest one is like blackout curtains, 5 reasons for a hiker trailer, fridge installs. I remember seeing him put a mattress. It's just fascinating to me. Like I said, I have no personal interest in buying one of these trailers. I just like seeing what he's doing with his.
Well, I mean, if you want the excitement of buying one and don't have personal interest in it, you can buy one, and I mean, I'll gladly come tow it off your hands. You know, I won't have a problem doing it.
Watch out, Josh. Coming for you. What'd you buy?
Josh
RV?
Josh said, who do you think's getting in the truck that's towing it?
Oh man.
That's funny stuff.
Well, I know you got another one coming up. I can't wait till.
I love my adventure crew. They're just funny sometimes. dude, I've got so many trips between now and Huntsville. I'm excited about Huntsville. Don't get me. I love Huntsville, but between now and then, hopefully, I've got Utah, and I don't know. It'll probably before then. I will have already started the testing for the kids. That's
Oh,
doing the Photo Youth Challenge. So I'm pretty sure that I have to. I know I got to go to Michigan. I got to go to Wisconsin, and of course, I'll get to Pearson's on the way to Huntsville.
you said the
So
dreaded word. You said testing, and it made me think. My extra by Huntsville. I'm gonna be honest with everybody. See, this book has a green stripe right here. It's going right through my background. But anyway, I have I have not studied. I haven't even started yet. I've been too busy with real life stuff. I'm
well,
still gonna
I
try.
can
By
I can tell you it can be studied. You can study for your extra from Wednesday night till Saturday, and you can pass it.
there you go.
But
On
I'm
Sunday,
not
you're not
going to
gonna
tell
remember
you.
anything.
I'm not going to tell you that your head is not going to hurt you like it's never hurt you before,
Imagine.
unless you've had a stroke. Nothing beats a stroke headache, but it's going to hurt you like you've never hurt before, and it's going to hurt for days. And everything like small, like how do I make a bowl of cereal?
Just does each
Because
bowl of cereal need
that's what I
capstans or inductions?
that's what I studied from Wednesday night to Saturday night
Oh,
because
that's
because
great.
Tristan he was testing on Saturday, and I was like, oh, you're not getting your extra before me. Because everything with me is a competition. It cracks me. One of the POTA admins at Dayton told me, said, "POTA's not a competition." I was like, "The heck it ain't. Anything's a competition. When you get up in the
Moab,
morning, and
Moab, Utah is mountain bike mecca.
oh
What if you're
yeah,
gonna be in Moab?
I haven't even really laid out that trip. Is what's I'm just now laying out the mountain bike road because I'm wanting to do it in June. I'm wanting to do the mountain bike road in June. And if you're new to this channel and you don't know about my upcoming mountain bike road, it is going to be epic, I believe. I'm going to be on the mountain bike for 3 days, and I'm going to get 5 or 6 parks depending. And it's only a 78-mile trip, and yes, I know I can do that in less than 3 days. But filming it, enjoying it, and doing all the activations, I'm stretching it for 3 days, and I think it's going to be an absolute epic trip. The only thing that I'm really worried about is spotting up in the neck of the woods. So I'm gonna have to be. I need to take a couple test trials up there and see where I can spot and where I can't, because the PZN people is going to go crazy when I'm up there. Because I'm only going to be QRP to start with. I have decided, because I also have a hike in and camp photo trip coming. But because I'm camping then, I've decided that I'm probably not camping on the mountain bike trip because it would be more adventurous, more fun, but the stop mileage every day pretty much is allowing me to stop in a city
Yeah.
where I can go out and get a room and charge all my batteries. Not that I'm worried about my QRP battery, but all my filming batteries and stuff like that. So it'll make for a better video for me to do that, I believe. So I finally figured out. I've been starting the plans for that one, and plus that's less stuff that I got to pack on the trip.
Are
All
you
that
gonna pull
camping
your
stuff. And
Are you gonna pull your Poda wagon behind your bike?
no, it'll it'll
Oh,
be true QRP. It'll be PP Man approved QRP.
very nice.
P-
Very nice.
PP Man does not approve of the Poda wagon.
Are you gonna bring a spike?
I am going to bring a spike. You
Very
guys
nice.
are dying to get me to talk about it. Dan keeps putting up the spike. He's wanting me to talk about it, and I'm not talking about it because I don't want
No.
emails just
That's
flooding
right.
me but until I'm set up totally.
Yeah.
We'll just say that if you have a carbon 6 or a new gigaparts bowl, which I would suggest you got over to carbon 6, and we all know why. If you don't, you should need to watch the video. But we'll just say that the HRAG gear, might have something for you. That's all we're gonna say.
I mean,
Even though PP
I
man, PP,
have
it's
no
done
idea.
out.
I mean, I have no idea what that could be. You know,
PP man put out his video, and like it was within 2 hours, I got an email. Somebody wanting to.
nice.
I was like, okay, well, let me get everything ironed out here.
He said he already has 16 of them ready for you.
I get that, but I have to get my process on this end done.
Just get Terry to, I can. Terry's at his house right now, and he heard that. He goes, no.
Wait. Hey, Uncle Terry,
Yeah.
you just got a new belly.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
All right. How much time would
you gonna drive that boy into retirement?
You know what? We're almost into this stream,
1 minute,
and I want to hurry so Frank or Charlie, whoever's streaming, can get their time. But we was talking about this on ChillPad the other night, and I've mentioned ChillPad a couple times. If you don't know what ChillPad is, that probably means you're not a Patreon. And I promise you, even if you just take that $5.50 tier, it's worth it 100%. It's more worth than any other Patreon you'll subscribe to in ham radio. And that's a big boast, but it's a true boast. And if you don't believe me, ask my Patreons. Just ask them. But anyway, we were in ChillPad the other night, and Terry was saying something. And I totally went off stream. What were we talking about?
This well, we were talking about the spike.
Oh wait, okay, Terry retiring. Okay. And I told Terry, I said, you know what's funny? I was like, when you used to get up and go to work every morning, you would stay up and hunt me till 2 o'clock in the morning. You would hunt me at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was like, now 9:30, you're in bed.
Absolutely.
And if I go out before 9, you don't get in my log.
9:30, he is in bed after taking his bath of Epsom salts. I'm telling you.
He said, well, I like to go out earlier and activate it. It's the only time I get paid. I was like, yeah, it's summertime. I was like, I get that, but here's the thing. I almost did something the other day when I did my late shift. I was kind of bored, and I almost went and did 2 more parks on late shift. And I was like, I'm not making that mistake. I was like, because if I make that mistake, all these boys are going to expect that every night. And here's the problem with it. When I go out after 10:30, 11 o'clock, half of y'all's done went to bed. Y'all don't run like the old time Poda hunters run. I didn't care to stay out till 3 o'clock in the morning because 3 o'clock, I could still get 30 calls easy. Now I go out at 11:30 and I have to call for 15 minutes to get 12. There's something wrong with it. So anyway, enough said about that. Dan, what you got coming up?
Not a lot. Doing some more stuff around the house, and hopefully get my shack. I was posting some pictures in my Discord channel about the rebuild of the new shack. So that's coming along nicely, and hopefully get it completed here in the next week or so.
Roger. All right, for myself, tomorrow I'm going to drop a TikTok. I may just go ahead and drop the POTA from beginner to expert video tomorrow too, or I may drop it tonight. I don't. You never know when I'm going to drop it. I guess I'll decide on a set day one day, but I've got to drop that one sometime soon. Anyway, Tuesday I'm going to drop a short. Wednesday I'm going to do a live stream. Thursday I'm going to drop a video, and Friday and Saturday I'm going to film videos and hang out with my mom.
Anytime this week?
I think I've retired from activating, and starting tomorrow, I'm only going to hunt, and I'm only hunting FT8. So,
Love it.
Yes, I'll be in the park every day. Thanks everybody for the super chats and stuff, and we'll catch you maybe on Chill Pad later tonight if I have power. So 73, everybody, and you got to shut us down.
I got you.